I've been keep meaning to do like a podcast, like an Acostal podcast, where I really just go through each and break
you need
apart.
to, man. You
Yeah,
got
yeah.
to.
Look, I had it set up to go like I just had so many issues with recording and stuff like that. I was like,
Right.
I'll get to it, and I've been so busy with everything. So,
Right.
but I need to do it where I just go through and break down every single thing, because as I rush through this, I realize I'm not really.
You can't hit
sitting
everything. You can't hit
exactly.
everything. Yeah.
So,
and I would definitely tune him in, because like that's what I was gonna when I asked, did you have like a list? Because I know more than an average guy. Of course, I run a shop and stuff but it's a lot of stuff. I remember when we first had a conversation, you brought up. I believe you were the first guy, because I know for a fact you were the first guy to ever say Acker-Man. I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, is that's your buddy?
There's going to be a lot of people hearing that and fucking laughing, because that's why I get constantly given shit for talking about Acker-Man so much.
Yeah. But I mean, the thing about it, it seems like something so simple. But like you mentioned the cut and shuts earlier too, I when I first got my TIG welder, I tried to make my own, because I'm like, I could make these. And my first like 3 sets were fucking crap, man. Like they weren't. I didn't notice they had to be different and everything. And you had like it has to be parallel to like it's all this different shit I read, and most of the stuff was bullshit. But I went to put them in, man, and it's like, man, the shit wasn't flush. Or like most people, you weld the part that's supposed the conical part that's supposed to actually attach the knuckle. You see people they put it upside downwards. So it's like, you can't install that dumbass, because fucking the goddamn ball joint doesn't go through it.
Here's a bit of a horror story. In the very, very early days when I was doing cut and shuts, I think the guy I was using, like a great fabricator and stuff like that, I didn't realize he hadn't put a taper in the jig. So like that's the first thing, like in my head, like you use a taper in the jig, but he hadn't used one. He just used a 12mm bolt. I didn't realize that, and so he's welded up his knuckles for this guy to go to Japan, and so he's gone over Japan to Ebisu. He's put him in his car at Ebisu, and as he's installing him, he's messaged me and he's like, what's the go with this? That welded upside down. I'm sitting there like, that can't be possible, like, because you couldn't get it in the taper. Yeah. And I obviously learned later that he wasn't using a taper. But I'm sitting there like, so what do I do here? And I'm like, can they go in upside down?
Yeah.
Can you get them like that? Because I mean, realistically, you should throw the bump steer and everything out. Right. And he said, yeah, look, I'll just chuck him in and see how it goes. And I said, I just apologize profusely. I mean, there's nothing I can do at that stage. He's in Japan or whatever. Anyway, put him backwards. Comes back to him the next day. He said, dude, I've never felt a car that drifted this well in my life. He said, it feels so good. And I said, dude, I'm happy. Just I'll give you a refund and do all this stuff. Right. He's like, no, dude, these feel great. He sold the car. That's the car to somebody else. And the other guy said, yeah, this feels so good. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck?
Yeah. that's like every invention ever. There was a mistake.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck do you make this airplane glass? Somebody fucking mixed the wrong chemicals. Now you got airplane polyurethane glass or stuff like that. So it's crazy. Yeah, but not whatever it's made out of.
Well, it's funny as I looked at it later and as I've thought over time, it's actually quite an interesting geometry. It's something that, like I said, I go into depth at some stage with. But it's actually I looked at it and I remember thinking of that moment and thinking that's quite interesting how that's done that, and later thinking that could actually. The issue is obviously the bump steer issue, because you've got now this pivot point up here and down here, as opposed to being here, it's up here. Now they're unequal and like that. But yeah, for it to actually feel good was quite cool. But yeah, I mean, honestly, like a lot of stuff I've learned from being really experimental, like just trying stuff. And to be honest, most of the time it works well. I'm like, geez, I don't know, this shouldn't work well. And it was only recently I did an experimental setup. And we just kind of threw caution to the wind and just said, screw it. And it was not good.